Cancer. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy birthday. Thanks for your patience while I get this reading out. You guys know how heavy the energy has been. June was very interesting as we had Mercury and Mars in Cancer. All the way through Gemini season, it was like this watery air thing. One of the things that I love the most about you guys is how resilient you are. And I know that you're resilient because of the shell, right? That you hold on to. The thing is sometimes that shell not only holds out bad things, but it holds out the good stuff too. So that's kind of what I want you to remember as we go into July. And as we really deal with the eclipse season and the Mercury retrograde. By the way, if you want the Mercury retrograde t-shirt, go to my website. It's under the merchandise. Excuse me. And yeah, you can see the t-shirt there. I have events in Kansas City this Friday, June 28th. I'll be in Kansas City. And July 6th, I will be in St. Louis. It's a Saturday in the middle of the day from 1 to 4. And I'll be in Chicago August 3rd. And that'll be in the middle of the day as well. It's a Saturday. So all of that information is on my website under the events page. All right, Cancer. So you guys are having the same things happen to you that Leo went through 2 years ago. So they had the total solar eclipse in their sign in 2017. And it was a game changer. It was a game changer for a lot of people. And they were going through the whole North Node business as well, or the North Node was moving into Leo during that time as well, moving from Virgo into Leo. And now you guys have the North Node. You guys have the solar eclipse. You guys have the Mercury retrograde during your season. Starts off in Leo, but then it'll move back into your sign before it goes direct again, and we end up back in Leo again. So July is going to be very, very interesting. And with the sun there and the North Node and the solar eclipse and the new moon and like all the stuff, I don't want you to hide away. I don't want you to hide away. That's like one of the things, because I feel like the first instinct that you're going to want to do is suck yourself in and be like, no, I just want to stay inside, right? You guys have been helping people and there for everybody for a very, very long time. And now is the time for you to shine. And even though this is not particularly the easiest time of transits and stuff like that, you still have this very big opportunity to break out of your shell and shine. So, and the thing is you guys are so good at saving face. And by that, I mean, you guys are really, really good at being like, nope, I'm okay. I understand. I get it. I'm on board. Let's go. Like, you guys are really, really good at that. But deep down inside, there's this fear of failure. And there's this fear of people really seeing how you feel about things, right? There's this anxiety of not exactly, there's this, it's like, oh my gosh, but what if I succeed? You know, there's this big thing of, what if I do succeed? Then I'm going to actually have to show up. Then I'm actually going to have to show my face and be something. People are really going to listen to me? That kind of thing, you know? Don't be afraid of it. I know that the first instinct is to be afraid, and I get that, and it's very real. And this is exactly what I'm trying to say. Very interesting, because in the daily reading, this was the first card that came out as well. Today's the 25th, and I did the daily reading this morning, and it was the 5 of Pentacles. So your energy is shouting, it's showing through right now. The insecurity of feeling like you're not good enough. That 5 of Pentacles is a lack mentality. But you have to kind of see things You have to see things differently. That lack mentality may be because you don't have all of the material things that you really want to have in order for you to feel really good, right? Because in the past, the way that you've always felt really good is if you were surrounded by the things, which makes sense, the homebody, right? Your house is your comfort zone. And if your environment isn't reflecting your safety and security, that's a problem for you, and there's a lack mentality. This is your chance to start to turn things around. What do total solar eclipses do? They eclipse out the things that are negative in your life. This is like that analogy that I gave about the universe showing up and wiping all the things out of your life because you asked to be happy, and the universe is like, yes, let me give you that happiness, and it takes everything away, right? That's exactly what this total solar eclipse is going to do for you. It's going to take out all the negative things. But if you're not prepared to see them as negative things that it's being taken out, you're just going to think that the universe is playing tricks on you, right? So we have the Ace of Wands and we have the Knight of Pentacles. Now, you could be dealing with an earth sign that is moving very, very slowly right now. And you're like quickening. Your pace is quickening and they're moving slowly. And that's why you feel like there's a lack mentality. Because you're like, could you catch up with me already? Come on. Like, we got things to do. We got places to go. But what's really interesting about this could also be the fact that the universe is handing you an opportunity to get out of that lack mentality, and you're like, I don't know if I'm ready. You could be this Knight of Pentacles moving really, really slowly, and you're like, I'm not entirely sure that I'm ready for all of this. It seems a little bit much. I just realized how bright it was in here. I have the my sliding glass door over here to the right. The window's open, right? And what is it that you're not really ready for? All of the abundance. The Ten of Pentacles. And the Seven of Wands. This is exactly what I'm saying. Sometimes when you're afraid to have it all and you don't even realize you're afraid to have it all, you're going to block it out. You might be fully aware that you're afraid of the success. You might be fully aware that you're afraid to have it all. That's what the Ten of Pentacles is saying. And I see the Ten of Pentacles as something completely different than I used to. For me, the Ten of Pentacles is really based on your perception of what the Ten of Pentacles could be, right? Because you can have all the things. You can have all of the material possessions and all of the things and still not be happy and abundant. You could have like none of the material things, you know? You could have you could have like a beater kind of car and, you know, you could be working at a job that doesn't pay you a lot, but it makes you happy and fulfilled to go to every day. So you can have, you know, the bare minimum when it comes to material items, but still feel very abundant and feel like you're living a Ten of Pentacles lifestyle because you're happy with your family and you're happy at home. I guarantee you the percentage of people thinking that the Ten of Pentacles is having all the material stuff and the percentage of the Ten of Pentacles being really abundant within yourself, that percentage there's a difference between the two. You know, there's a huge difference between the two. And you could also have all the things and feel really, really abundant and feel abundant on the inside, right? But it has to come from the inside first, is what I'm saying. And I feel like with some of you who are thinking that you're at a lack mentality because you don't have all the things, you're actually blocking yourself from getting all the things because of the lack mentality. Because it's taking so long to get there, right? And a lot of it stems from the past. So then we have the Six of Cups. Also, I feel like a lot of you are starting to build up some really healthy boundaries from people, places, and things from your past. I also feel like there are some people that are healing from past wounds because of all the stuff that they've been through. This eclipse is going to show you This eclipse is going to show you how to heal those inner wounds that make you feel like you are less than who you truly are. The Ace of Cups on the Five of Pentacles. Right? And allowing yourself to heal all of those wounds where you couldn't quite keep up with it before is going to be, it's almost as if this, we have two aces here. This eclipse is going to give you so many gifts, but you have to see them as gifts. Because they might not look like a gift. It's not going to be wrapped up in a pretty little bow. So we have the Hierophant on the Ace of Wands. And I feel like you guys, so there could be a Taurus. This earth sign could be a Taurus. But I also feel like you guys are learning new things as well when it comes to your spirituality, because the Hierophant also represents higher learning, represents the Pope. It represents money. It represents abundance. It represents spirituality. It represents the institution of marriage, government, society, all the things, right? And I feel like this is kind of that spark for you to start seeing things in a different way. It's like you're allowing yourself to learn at a different vibration because of this. I remember the Leo eclipse, and it was huge for me, and I'm really excited for this, but the Leo eclipse was also in my 10th house, 11th house. So there was a lot of things that happened. This eclipse is going to be happening in my 10th house. So, work and everything is going to be changing. For you guys, it's all about self. It's all about your first house. And really, it depends on what your rising sign is. But for you, it's all, if Cancer is your first house, which means Cancer would be your rising sign, Cancer is your first, but it's going to affect everybody in really big ways. And I feel like for you guys, it's going to affect how you are learning about yourself and the people around you, and what it means to have a gift from the universe versus maybe not. We have, so this Knight of Pentacles could also be a Virgo with the Magician, but I feel like this is also like the level of manifestation that you can bring into existence. It's going to take a little bit of time, so you're going to need to have patience. And I know that Cancers don't have very good, what's really funny is Cancerians have less patience than a fire sign. This is something I've learned. It's almost as if you guys are having to learn the lesson of patience in this lifetime. Because I'm telling you, man, every single Cancer that I've talked to in the last week, like by the way, the Cancer birthday special is available right now. Don't forget to take advantage of that. It's a 1 hour live birthday reading with me for $50 off of the original 1 hour reading. So don't forget to take advantage of that. I'm glad that I remembered to say that. But the Cancers that I've talked to have had their birthday special readings already. The ones that I've talked to, like, they all want everything to happen yesterday. Like, no, that's not the way it works. You manifest things you raise your vibration. You manifest things. You do the shadow work. You do what you're supposed to do for yourself. You heal, you grow, and then things come into fruition, right? Then that kind of Pentacle shows up. And you're like, oh, that's how it works. July is going to be a very big time. It's going to feel so slow and so agonizing. It's going to feel like a time warp. It's going to feel like, oh my gosh, everything. It's like, those psychedelic movies where like the colors do that kind of thing. That's the kind of time warp this is going to be, right? So some of you actually with justice here, excuse me, that was a really loud one. I apologize. With justice here, some of you actually are going to be, I'm literally hearing the words, you're receiving what you're due. You're getting what you're owed. Some of you might have been in like a legal battle or dealing with a Libra energy. And there's this karmic retribution that's happening, which is what justice means to me. There's like this karmic retribution that's happening, and you guys are literally getting what you're owed and what you're due. Healthy boundaries are very, very important right now because you don't want other people to affect your vibration level right now. It's not going to be the easiest transits to go through. I'm not going to lie. It's not going to be the easiest month. It's not going to be the easiest birthday season. But it doesn't have to be the hardest either. And the reason why I'm saying that is sometimes allowing other people in your space that are negative and toxic to you makes your energy, it makes it harder to live. It makes it harder to survive, right? Especially when the energy is tough anyways. So this 8 of Cups on the 7 of Wands is saying that it's time for you guys to really, this is going to be a journey of self-discovery. This is going to be that time warp that you need in order to go back into your past, find out the things that you need to heal, block out all the negative energies in your life, and push yourself forward. That's what this eclipse energy is going to do for you. And eclipse energy lasts for about 6 months, right? The last eclipse season that we had was back in February. Let's see what the 6 of Cups is. Because I feel like there are things from the past that keep resurfacing. And it's just kind of time for you guys to leave that. Yeah. And a lot of it has to do with the company that you keep. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Wands. But the 3 of Cups on the 6 of Cups. Who is in your corner? Who is in your corner right now, Cancer? Because and here's the thing, is I feel like there are people that are in your corner, but, and there are people that are not necessarily working for your benefit, but you're not really seeing that clearly. Like there are some people that are working for your benefit, but it doesn't seem like they're working for your benefit because of honesty and truth and justice and the things that you really need to hear in life. And then there are people and energies and things that aren't working for your benefit. And yet that's what you have to figure out, because the past energies that keep coming back to you, and then you keep going through the same cycle over and over and over again, and you're allowing that to happen. You're not blocking it out. You are being self-deprecating because of the way other people are treating you and making you feel it's time for that to end. Because you have this whole abundance that's there for you to enjoy. You have this Ace of Cups that's just ready to be filled, and yet that 5 of Pentacles is staring you in the face, right? That lack mentality is staring you in the face. So I want you to be really honest with yourself during this season. And I want you to start speaking your truths, right? Page of Wands. I want you to stop holding on to 4 of Pentacles, the fight of it all. Because I feel like you keep fighting for things and holding on to things that are not serving you anymore. You keep going back to it. And yet you have this huge manifestation ability right now because of all the things that you've learned and all the things that you now know, but you're having a very hard time because you're loyal. And that's understandable. I get it. I love a loyal Cancer. I love me a loyal Cancer, right? But you're only going to hear what you want to. And you're only going to hear what you want to in your own way. So if you feel like somebody is not for you because they are speaking their truths to you, you want that. Ooh, look at that. See, and it's an air sign. Like I said, there are people in your Three of Cups and Six of Cups. There are people in your soul tribe that want the best for you. And then there are people that you keep bringing back that do not want the best for you. You're going to have to determine and decipher who that is. Because this existence that you're in right now, when somebody tells you the truth, you freeze. And it's meant to push your energy forward. But when somebody tells you the truth, you freeze. Or when you even know the truth on your own, you freeze. And you refuse to allow yourself to see that truth is for the betterment of you, because it's so hard for you to let go of what you don't want to let go. You're like, but I don't want to let go. I'm going to hold on for dear life, right? There is an earth sign that is quite confusing to you. You don't really know what to do with this. Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. There is a particular person in your life that you're unsure of. You're not entirely sure what to do with this person. Or this energy, maybe even. This eclipse is going to show you a lot of things. And I don't feel like you're going to be really happy about some of it. And I feel like some of it you're going to think that whatever it is the universe wants to remove from your existence, it's just to piss you off. It really isn't, though. I promise. All right, guys, come see me in Kansas City, June 28th, this Friday, in St. Louis, July 6th, and Chicago, August 3rd. Get your Mercury retrograde t-shirts, also birthday readings, and I love you guys. I love you so, so much. If you can't do a birthday reading, there are other reading options on my website as well. Take really, really good care of yourselves. Have a wonderful, wonderful birthday season. Bye.